Hi there, I'm Lavana Faye and welcome to Dragon Age 2, episode 29. Okay, so it's time to go back to the Kunari compound. We need to tell them that they were wrong about Javaris. Okay, Fenris, and who else did we have? Anders and Varric. Yeah, because we can't take Isabella to the compound. Okay, the docks. No, not at night. We want to go during the day. Ah, yeah, we have to go to the gallows as well. Okay. Let's get in there. Anything to say? No.
All are forbidden, except you, for now.
Yeah, that could quickly change, I'm sure. Okay, our shock.
So, I was wrong about our thief.
Very.
It appears so.
They say we were careless with our trap, that this is our fault. But even without the Sarkamek, there would have been death. This elf was determined to lay blame at our feet. Selfishness, want, denial. How do you allow this to continue?
We don't. We killed her. If you hate it here, leave. I do like that one. Save the lecture. Oh, it seems you're just as despised. I don't particularly want to do the save the lecture one. Encouraging them to leave would be a good idea, I think. But honestly, after everything, maybe a more aggressive approach is the way to go. Yeah. It sounds like he's trying to dodge blame here. Oh, the blame has been laid at our feet. It's really all your fault and the elf and, you know, you're all crazy. Yeah, let's just give an aggressive reaction here.
Most of Kirkwall hates you as much as you hate being here.
Since we arrived, I have seen nothing but greed and weakness. Dwarves, humans, elves, just festering. No order, no goal. You are one of the few I have met with any ability. And yet this too was random, a result of selfishness. I cannot fathom how a mire like this can be justified. We are hated? How do you not hate yourselves and this chaos?
Okay. Weakness provides opportunity. It's life, glorious and wild, or I'm going to make it better. Hawke would want to make it better. Yeah. Oh, arrogance.
My welcome to the city was not so different from yours.
And yet you suffer it.
It's an opportunity to make a real difference.
Karisten are soldiers. The Qun made it so. They can never vary from that assigned path, never be other than they are meant to be. But they are free to choose within that role, to accept and succeed, or deny and die. Glory is clear and defined. Could not this entire city benefit from that certainty? How else will you know when you have made a real difference?
Saying that they are free to choose to succeed or die. Really? Okay. That's not really the freedom to choose. It's a choice, but it's not the freedom to choose when they never asked to be in that position at all. Just like the people in Darktown, probably. But yeah. Ooh, is it certainty or slavery? I do like that one. And I don't want to say, is that a threat? But no, if they'd come to convert us, they would already be at work. They came for a different purpose, otherwise they wouldn't still be sat here. They would be attacking and taking over. So yeah, certainty or slavery, let's just go with that.
He's free to choose to obey. That isn't contradictory to you.
He chooses to be, as do we all, long before any of your meaningless freedoms are presented.
Meaningless freedoms. Okay.
Your kind may force our role to change, if the Qun demands.
Okay, well. She said you take elves. She almost beat you. And who was behind her? I do kind of want to know who the mastermind is here, but I'm also very interested in the fact that she did say that they take elves. But then again, we kind of already know that. So, yeah, who was behind her?
Why aren't you more concerned about her supporters?
Our enemies strike from shadow because they cannot stand before us. This is not a revelation. And it doesn't matter. I am not here to fight. I am here to satisfy a demand you cannot understand.
It's been a long time.
It will take as long as needed. No ship is coming. There is no rescue from duty to the Qun. I am stuck here.
Okay, why would he say there's no rescue? Why rescue? He wants to be rescued from his duty? He doesn't want the duty then? So this is him making the choice to succeed or fail and die? So... Oh, because he doesn't want this duty is the fact that it takes so long to get to the point of conflict because he was choosing not to follow the Qun. That's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. You told the Viscount otherwise, yes. Staying was your choice, yeah. And what is so damned important? Okay, I do kind of want to point out that staying is his choice. I do want to point that out. But we know from Sten that if he returns without, you know, completing his duty, then he'll probably just be killed. He can't return without completing his duty. We know that from Sten. Molly doesn't. So, yeah, let's just throw out this little bit of a quip at his apparent helplessness after his grandstanding.
You could have built a ship by now, you know.
It is not about a ship. Filth stole from us. Not now, not the Sarkamek. Years ago. A simple act of greed has bound me. We are all denied Parvolin until I alone recover what was lost under my command. That is why this elf and her shadows are unimportant. That is why I do not simply walk from this pustule of a city. Fixing your mess is not the demand of the Qun, and you should all be grateful!
What mess? No one's asked you to fix any messes.
Thank you, human, for your service. Leave.
Okay, he's
He's
wallowing
on the
in
edge.
guilt.
The Viscount should know.
Yeah. He is so guilty. Return to the keep and tell the Viscount about the Arashok's reaction. Okay. Well. This is his duty. It's his duty to recover the stolen property. And he doesn't know where to start, apparently. He mustn't do, otherwise he wouldn't still be sat on his throne. Because this is his duty and he's not doing it. It's been years and he hasn't done it. So... it's probably a good thing that he ends up attacking and dying. Because there's no way he could properly explain that to the people in charge back at Parvollen. Okay. So we do have a few things to do back at the Viscount's Keep. I do have a few other things to do though. We really do need to get started on Finreal, but no. I think the Arishok's reaction would have startled us a little bit too much to ignore alerting the Viscount that this guy he's on the edge. Things are going to be happening very soon. Okay. And we can also check in with Aveline as well.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Jalan. Okay.
How much longer do I
Oh,
have to
Jalan's the one that we need to report to,
wait?
isn't it? Yeah.
Lieutenant Harley said I should see you about a reward.
That's it. Not even going to mention your scuffle with Evit's marauders. Killing the whole lot of them.
I kill a lot of people. No one will miss them, or I wish I'd been there sooner.
They killed a lot of good people.
They won't kill anyone else. Thanks to you. There's one small rub, though. Their leader, Evitz, wasn't there, was he?
Don't
No,
think so.
they were led by Ferelden.
Evitz is the worst of the lot. He may try to get revenge one day.
He might try to get revenge. Well, until that time, we'll just ignore that. There's nothing we can do until he crawls out the woodwork, so yeah. I'll be careful.
Good to know. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Maybe nothing will come of it. Thanks again for your help.
Okay, 3 gold. Very nice. And yep, Jalan was well pleased and offered a reward. Okay, just because I think we will have been quite startled by the Kunari's response. We're not going to change into our finery here. We're just going to go as we left the docks.
Years of nice, quiet anxiety. Gone. Along with a whole street.
The Kunari were blameless.
No, they
Right.
weren't.
A mad elf pushed by zealots, likely hidden in the very groups I have to appease. The Maker has a grand sense of humor. And the Arishok. I suspected he had no plans to leave. I didn't know it was just as annoying for him.
I mean, annoying. Annoying is how it was when he first arrived. Yes, he'll be dangerous soon. Don't give in to zealots. I'd like to say that. I would like to say that. I'd like to remain diplomatic with the Viscount. I certainly don't want him to be on my bad side. I wish I could say that one without it being aggressive towards the Viscount. So no, we'll stay diplomatic.
Keep the worst of them off his back, and it'll be all right.
No, it won't.
But
Hawke.
that
Why
is
do you
the
say that?
problem. It has already escalated, despite your efforts. A shame.
What happened?
A Kunari delegate and entourage paid me a visit. It was civil, tentative, hopeful. They left my chambers with precision, but were not reported by the outer guard. They are missing almost literally from my doorstep. What do you imagine will be the Arishok's reaction?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you sure they're missing? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible that they're not missing. It's possible that they just know a way in or out now that they can take without anyone seeing them. This could just be a scouting party. Maybe the Arishok had sent them actually to get him a layout of the area for when he comes and actually attacks. Who knows? Who knows? Or they could just have been spirited away by someone else. Again, we'll remain diplomatic because I don't want to turn the Viscount against me.
We need to get out in front of this, and fast.
I feel I've been trying to turn a stampede for some time now. Someone is pushing very hard. Speak with Seneschal Brown. Then you will see why I cannot trust anyone else with this. I don't know who would benefit from fighting the Qunari, but it will cost all of us.
You don't know who would benefit? Well, we do. And that was 3 gold. That's nice. We know that it's the Chantry, or at least Sister Patrice from the Chantry. Why aren't we telling them? The Viscount was greatly concerned about the Arashok's reaction. Even the Mad Elf said that the faithful will turn. So clearly it's a religious matter. And we know who the religious person is who wants to get rid of the Qunari. Who wants to make them out to be evil and, you know, disrupt the status quo. It's Patrice. Fancy poison ring. Lyrium imbued etched staff. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, so let's find Bran.
Good day, Sarah.
Yeah, good day to you too. Okay, Bran, talk to me.
You have information about the missing Qunari?
I am to help you, yes. Viscount Dumar would appreciate discretion in this matter. I would prefer that you were not involved at all. But that is neither here nor there.
Okay, he does not like us. He does not like us. Does the Arashok know? Sure, let's just go straight with that one.
Has anyone reported this to the Qunari?
Maker, no. I'd be signing the messenger's death warrant. He'll find out soon enough, of course. And when he does, the Viscount is rightly concerned that the illusion of peace will dissolve.
Naturally. Could this be a Qunari plot?
The Arashok is growing violent. He might want an excuse to end this peace.
I suspect that if the Arashok wanted to take over, he simply would.
Yeah, more than likely.
For all we fear that heretical Qun of his, its demands have done more to keep him in check than any of our efforts. Besides, would Qunari stoop to trickery? There is no precedent, but there is unfortunate evidence of influence on our side.
Yes, there is. And I guess we're not adding to that then. You're reluctant to look.
It sounds like you don't want them found.
I must think of what is best for the Viscount's office. Bringing attention to such an incident benefits no one.
You would do nothing.
The Qunari are neutral hostiles at best. There is no relationship to salvage by overextending ourselves on their behalf.
True. Very true. Very true. But if you investigate, then you at least keep the people who are trying to escalate the violence from doing so. Or at least you identify and isolate them, don't you? Well, never mind.
I'm having a hard time picturing the abduction of a Qunari entourage.
Unfortunately, they were not at their best. Their swords were tied into their sheaths, as I advised. It seemed a respectful compromise. Even I know you cannot separate a Qunari from his weapon.
Yeah, true. And yet somehow they didn't just bludgeon people with these tied weapons. I mean, a sword in its sheath is still a dangerous weapon. Okay. Yeah, so what's known?
I'm sure you have suspicions about what happened.
My concerns are well-founded. This could not have escaped the notice of the city guard. Unless they were involved.
Okay.
Not coincidentally, a number of recent recruits have failed to report. You should start with one of... Although where you find a swordsman so eager to sell his honor and duty, I'm sure I don't know.
A hanged man.
Hanged man. Obvious one, that.
Right. Then you know what to look for. I can't imagine this has occurred without notice. There is always a weak link. Please keep this quiet.
Okay.
The Viscount is under enough scrutiny as it is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Please keep it quiet,
I just
Sirrah.
like how they all
The
know.
Viscount mustn't be disturbed.
The hangman, yeah, it's a hangman. Of course it is. Anyone knows that. Offered and lost. Go to the hanged man at night to look for the guards who allowed the Kunari to be taken. Okay. Well. Emmerich in the gallows. And this one is just going to hang around, I think. Yeah, okay. So, a ship for Isabella. We need to give her the ship in a bottle. The long road. Aveline has something she wants to talk about at her office in the keep. So that's nice, we can take care of that one. Descent. Anders would like to talk. Go to his clinic in Darktown to find out what's troubling him. An update. Talk to Varric in Lowtown's Hanged Man pub. Okay, so that's 3 for the Hanged Man. And mirror image. Speak to Meryl at her home in Lowtown's alienage. Okay, so we're getting into the mirror. Fantastic. And we still need to find these assassins hunting for Sketch as well. Okay, guys. I don't suppose you'll have anything
I
to
wish
say.
I could have seen you give Evitz Marauders what for.
Probably not then. Okay, Seamus, you have to have some feeling on the fact that Kunaris have disappeared.
I heard about Lowtown. I can't believe the Kunari had anything to do with it. They face so much hate. Has it come to the point where people must die?
Hun. Yes. It was always going to reach that point.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sirrah.
It was always going to. They're not helping at all. They're not helping their situation. And the people here are trying to make it worse. So it was always going to come to blows. Okay, Aveline.
Hawke, I need a favor that I can only trust to you.
You can always ask.
It should be a small matter, but I worry. I need you to give something to Guardsman Donnick, here in the barracks. No questions, and he is not to know it's from me.
Okay. Okay. The guard we rescued all those years ago. Yeah.
Donnick? The one we pulled from an ambush?
The event that put me here. But this is a different need of the guard and its captain. And you're doing very badly at the no questions part.
That's true. I want to needle her, but sure. We can have one question before we have to give in to the no questions part. Alright.
Very well, Aveline. If it means that much.
Thank you. And please hurry back with his reaction. I appreciate this, Hawke. I really do.
Oh, Aveline. Copper marigolds. Okay. Deliver a small package to Guardsman Donnick for Aveline. He's in the barracks. Okay. The marigolds. That's lovely. Ah, and here he is. Okay.
Guardsman Donnick.
Sirrah Hawke, it's been some time. You're here in Hightown now, right? I think the captain mentioned it. I see your uncle now and then on my patrols, but we don't talk.
Naturally, we don't talk. He definitely wouldn't want to get a guard's attention now, would he? Have you fully recovered? Yeah, let's ask after his health.
No ill effects from the ambush, I trust.
They got me pretty good, I'll admit. But they fared worse, so I can't complain. Guard is a good career if you're careful. A short one if you're not. And the captain makes sure we're careful.
Good. Good. Yeah, I need to deliver something to you.
This is for you. It's apparently very important.
I'll take you at your word. It's a copper relief of marigolds? And it helpfully says so. Marigolds. Well, How crafty. Is there a meaning to this that I should know?
How should we know? Probably. We just don't know it.
Just keep it. I'm sure it's more than it seems.
It would have to be. Right. I'm sure we both have things to do. Of varying import. Sir Hawke.
That was awkward. What was Aveline thinking?
Yeah, what was Aveline thinking? She was thinking about her crush. And giving a gift to her crush. Talk to Aveline about why she would give Donick a cheap copper relief of marigolds. Okay. I mean, it might be cheap, you don't know. Maybe copper, when it's not in coins, is an expensive, or at least a pretty metal. Doesn't need to be an expensive gift, does it?
You're back. Of course you are. You're efficient, get things done, good or ill. So, how did Donick react?
As one might expect when confused.
I thought it was clear. Metal is strong, copper ages well, flowers are soft. I've clearly gone about this the wrong way. Don't talk to him again. Just take this, the patrols for next week. Post it to the roster and just listen.
Okay. She could do this herself, but also she kind of can't. I think it's good that she has a go-between, but it's also... It's so weird. It's so weird. But we're here to help, so fine.
Alright. Posting the roster just over there.
I need to know exactly how he reacts. That's key. Thank you.
She'd do a lot better to just get this fellow alone in a room. Life's too short.
I like how everybody's like, yeah, we know exactly what this is about. Exactly what this is about. Oh, Aveline. But yes, let's post the duty roster.
Hey, Donick! Whose pucker have you been greasing to get Hightown?
What? You're daft. I'm working those skinnings across town.
Says here you're guarding the square. Always been a make-work job, that one. You someone's pet?
Check your eyes. It's a mistake.
Says the pet.
Okay.
You have got to be kidding me. What did I do to get that post?
Oh, Donick. Yeah, she's making things more difficult for her. Speak to Aveline about Donick's reaction to the duty roster. Oh, Aveline. Oh, Aveline. Okay.
Donick thinks I'm punishing him. But Hightown is a safe patrol, a reward.
You wanted his reaction.
All right. I can fix this. I need 3 goats and a sheaf of wheat. You'll take them to his mother.
I'm sorry?
It's a dowry tradition. Maybe it will smooth the process.
I think my jaw just landed in the deep road somewhere.
Not a word, dwarf.
I wouldn't dream of mocking your unconventional courtship.
Unconventional. Why not just tell me this? Yeah. It's not like it's embarrassing. It's not, well, it wasn't until you started doing all of this weird stuff. Honestly.
Aveline, you know you can talk to me.
What am I to say? That a grown woman can't speak her mind? I've been focused on being captain for so long, that's all I know.
It can't be a complete mystery. You were married once, right?
That was a long time ago. It was easier, or seemed to be.
Okay. Likely because you hadn't felt the loss before as well. This feels less like a fairy tale romance and more like a risk. An investment with high risk. More likely. Okay, she has a lot riding on this. And now she's very aware of what she could lose. Why is this difficult for you? Yeah. I don't want to point out, so you're over Wesley. I mean, just because she's looking at someone else doesn't mean she's over him. That's not how bereavement works.
I can't imagine you having trouble speaking your mind.
The guards are in my care. I hurt when they hurt. But Donick, I want him to know that I feel. But if something happened to him...
Something already happened, and he's fine.
If it made sense, I wouldn't need you. I feel paralyzed. I hate it.
Okay. So yeah, you've been alone this... I don't know, that seems a little bit weird. But I suppose if we're just trying to find out whether she's had other attention from other people, maybe she could draw on those experiences to speak with Donick. But like she says, she's been focused on being guard captain for so long, I doubt she'll have gone on for dalliances.
So you've been by yourself since we came to Kirkwall?
I am diligent on behalf of my men. And I've neglected many other things.
Oh, hon. Ugh, God, that feels so bad to say. That feels really bad to say. No, I can't say it. I can't say it. I could just tell him, but no, she needs to do this herself. So if she needs this, then I'm going to help her.
Well, this little dance certainly isn't helping. So what will?
I'm the captain. He's my guardsman. I can't get past that.
There are places in this city where no one cares that you're captain.
What? Just go out somewhere? Like it's that easy?
You are in charge of the duty roster. Yeah. Yes, it can be.
What? Too simple?
Tell Donick, invite him to the Hanged Man. Don't tell him about me. Make something up. It's a surprise, or just you, or a group, anything to get him there. He's not like the others. I don't want him to think he's meeting the captain.
Well, let's hope that you're not wearing your armor when we go then. Okay, Aveline, friendship +5. Tell Donick to go to the Hanged Man for drinks. We're not even asking him, we're just telling him to go. Okay. Poor Donick. Oh, he's back over here then.
Sarah Donick, are you free? I need to ask you something.
I have no immediate patrols. Why?
Everyone's going out. Oh, let's have a friendly drink. I think everyone's going out would be a better one here. I don't want it to sound like we, just Molly, is asking him out for a drink.
A night at the Hanged Man for all the guard. You'll come? Of course you'll come.
Should I have heard of this? Very well, Sarah Hawke. I guess I'll be there.
Okay, good.
Never good to be the last to hear of these things.
It is never good to be the last to hear of them, no. Okay, make sure the meeting with Aveline and Donick at the Hanged Man goes well this evening. So, it's this evening. We can't leave or go to nighttime before that happens. Let's talk to Brennan. Brennan's the one who thanked Aveline for taking her watch. Yeah, she's the one that would have taken the very first patrol that we looked at.
Good things are always happening to that bastard.
Oh, and yeah, Aveline is making terrible decisions here. If she'd just approached him, then there might not have been any worries about favoritism, but it looks like she has been showing him favoritism. So, oh, Aveline. Okay, well, let's get out of here.
Fine day, Sarah.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Alright, so, what exactly are we going to look for? Offered and lost, wasn't it? Hanged Man. Yeah, at night. So, let's get down to Fenriel's mother. Yep, let's pop down to Lowtown. Okay. Well, we are almost at the alienage as well. It was very well placed of us. I would like to go and check all of the shops. Oh. Antivan assassin. Okay. Just in front of us though. I have some horror. And you can have some ice. Come on, let's go. Okay, one of them disappeared. One of them disappeared, so he's going to have to reappear. There we are, okay. Just 2 assassins. 20 silver and 87 copper. 20 silver, 27 copper. Okay. Ah, alienage culture. Ah, and there's Ariane. Okay, well let's get to this first. There have always been alienages. They've been around for as long as elves and shems have lived in the same lands. Ours isn't even the worst. They say that Val Royeaux has 10,000 elves living in a space no bigger than Denerim's market. Their walls are supposedly so high that daylight doesn't reach the Venedal until midday. But don't be so anxious to start tearing down the walls and picking fights with the guards. They keep out more than they keep in. We don't have to live here, you know. Sometimes a family gets a good break and they buy a house in the docks or the outskirts of town. If they're lucky, they come back to the alienage after the looters have burned their house down. The unlucky ones just go to the pauper's field. Here we're among family. We look out for each other. Here we do what we can to remember the old ways. The Flattiers who have gone out there, they're stuck. They'll never be human, and they've gone and thrown away being elven too. So where does that leave them? Nowhere. Cerethia Harren of the High Ever Alienage. Okay. We don't have to live here. That's one way of looking at it. But it's clearly not safe for them to live anywhere else, so technically they do have to live here. But, you know, own it if you want to. Okay, crate. Woven bracelet. Yeah, that's true. We do need to look around this place as well. Make sure that we've found everything.
If you've got something to say, just spit it out.
Are you sure you want to encourage me? I might be about to confess my undying love.
I get that a lot. So, what's on your mind?
I just realized it's been a while since any of the gangs in the Undercity came to my door.
They're busy people. Places to go, throats to cut. Maybe you've slipped their minds.
Right. The apostate running the free clinic in the sewers. Easy to forget. You didn't have anything to do with this?
You must have me confused with someone else. I'm just a businessman and a storyteller.
Right, right. Except that is what we walked in on, wasn't it? That is what we walked in on when we went to speak with Varric the first time. He has a lot to contend with already, so he was making sure that other people don't bother him. And that's why he's not being attacked by gangs anymore. I bet he regrets that. I bet he regrets that now. But never mind. Let's speak with Ariane.
I was hoping you'd come. You did so much for my Fenriel already, but I visited him among the people, but he turned me away. I know the demons still plague him, and now they've taken him. 2 days ago, Fenriel went into a nightmare and hasn't returned.
Okay. A nightmare. I'm guessing we know it's a nightmare because he's muttering in his sleep and tossing and turning.
He can't be woken up? The Keeper says he is near death. His lips still fog a mirror, but that is all.
Okay, well. Has anyone gone after him?
Surely there are mages who can pursue him in the Fade.
Not that I'd know anything
I have
about
contacted Keeper Marathari. The Dalish have an ancient ritual that might help, but it requires someone Fenriel trusts to enter the Fade to free him.
Okay, the Dalish have an ancient ritual. I'm guessing it's this ancient ritual that allows people who are not mages to enter along with just Hawke. Whereas in Origins, with enough lyrium or blood, they could allow one mage to enter the Fade. Yeah, so the ritual will be what helps get the entire party in. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure that it is the entire party that goes. We don't really like Ariane all that much because she did try selling out her son. But she is concerned for him and she is trying to help him now, so we can put that behind us and just help out. Let's be good.
I have braved the Fade before. Perhaps I can aid him.
You have been so kind to us. Fenrir thinks of you as a true friend. Marith Harry is coming to perform the ritual that will bring Fenrir back. His childhood things here will help anchor him.
The Fade, huh? Don't know how much help I'd be to you there.
I've already called for the Keeper. We need to begin the ritual as quickly as possible. Would you like to stay here or return when she arrives?
I'll come back later. Yeah, there are some people here that I don't particularly want to drag into the Fade with me.
I've got a few things to finish first.
Yes, I suggest you settle your affairs. Once you are in the Fade, the only way to emerge is with my son.
Okay, well. Speak to Ariane when preparations have been made to enter the Fade to save Fenrir. Well, we will, but while we're here, let's speak with Merrill. And then we'll figure out what we want to do with the next steps. Okay. Because Merrill does have a gather your party thing. So we can choose our new party composition here. Good. Good. Okay, Merrill.
I've got something to show you. Come and see.
Ah.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Okay. I'm not seeing anything in it.
Something seems off about your mirror. Shouldn't it reflect the room?
No. It's not that sort of mirror. I've spent the last few years restoring this. 2 of my clan stumbled across it in a ruin. We never found Tamlin. Amariel came back poisoned by the Alluvion, sick just from being near it.
Well, technically she was sick because Tamlin touched it, and that opened the doorway, and then stuff sort of blasted out, which tainted her and Tamlin, and apparently dragged him through. But we did find Tamlin eventually. But I guess only the hero Ferelden would know that. And Merrill would have left the clan long before she arrived here in Kirkwall to meet up with her clan, so... Yeah, she never found out Tamlin's fate, but everyone else should have. It also looks nothing like the mirror that we touched. But I suppose it would be difficult to describe an ancient elven mirror. We're just going to say that Varric is having a few problems describing this properly. Or maybe Cassandra just isn't imagining it correctly. Yeah. Illuvian. Is that what it is?
What's an Alluvion?
Long ago, the elves had a kingdom. An empire that covered Thedas. And every city had an Alluvion. The mirrors let them communicate across their empire. But I don't know how exactly. My people have lost so much. We know almost nothing of the days before Arlathon. This is a piece of our history.
Okay. Why did you bring it here then?
What are you trying to do with this mirror?
At first, I wanted to find out what happened to my friends. Maybe I could still help them. I suppose the great hero of Ferelden doesn't need my help now. Anyway, I know I can use it to help my people recover what we've lost.
Well, that was interesting, Merrill. The great hero of Ferelden. I mean, she's still gonna die of the blight. The poison hasn't just disappeared. The joining ritual just made it much harder for it to kill her. It will eventually kill her, though. Being a Grey Warden isn't a cure, as Anders could attest if he was going to interject in this conversation. But I guess Merrill has no way of knowing that. She just feels left behind and abandoned, I guess. Is this why you left the clan? Yeah.
This thing is what made the Keeper send you away, isn't it?
The Keeper wanted me to destroy the fragment I kept. She said our ancestors meant it to be forgotten. But it's a Keeper's place to remember. Even the dangerous things. We argued. I left. She's wrong. This mirror could teach us so much about who we once were.
Okay. For sure, what did it do to Mahariel?
Did your clan member recover?
She had the blight corruption, the Keeper said. Marathari's magic was keeping it at bay, but not forever. A Grey Warden took her away. He promised they could cure her. I suppose they must have. The Keeper said she led the armies that slew the Archdemon.
Nothing to say, Anders? Okay. Well, she wasn't. It's not technically a cure, Meryl. You should probably know that. It was the blight sickness that came through the mirror that you are poking at right now. It should be tainted. The mirror should be tainted. So she should know. She should know. I want to know if she's crazy. But she hasn't said that it was the mirror. No, she did. She did. She said that her friends were poisoned by being near this thing, and that what she had was the blight sickness. So yes, we should be able to infer from that that this mirror somehow caused blight sickness. Let's go for a middle ground. Why did you take it?
Tell me you didn't bring the killer mirror to Kirkwall just because it's pretty.
It's not dangerous, I promise. I fixed it, or tried to, with blood magic. The mirror won't hurt anyone.
I cringe every time she says that. She has no idea what she's messing with.
Thank you, Anders, finally.
I do. I have it totally under control. But it doesn't work. I've tried everything, and I think it's because it needs to be finished with a special tool. And a ruling home. And my clan has one. It's been in their hands for generations.
Okay. So we just need to get this special tool and she can fix the murder mirror. She does need my help. Do we want to help her with this? I wasn't planning on being all that helpful to Meryl and her crazy plan. But at the end of the day, it is kind of just a mirror. It is just a mirror. I think we're going to stay glib with this one. We're going to stay glib.
I hear a but coming.
I can't go back there alone. You have no idea, the Keeper. I can't talk to her. We fight or talk circles around each other. She has a disappointed frown that turns your bones to jelly. Please help me. You will, won't you?
Oh, Meryl. Just because you're adorable doesn't mean that you're going to get your own way all the time. But sure, at this point in time, she's just fixing a mirror. It shouldn't be that dangerous. If she's already done her blood magic, and all she needs to do is finish it with this tool, then it's already done. Everything's already done. So, we're not furthering her blood magic here. This is just a tool. So yes, we'll help.
I'll go with you.
Master Arnis, I'll find some way to repay you, I promise.
Okay, Meryl friendship plus 10. That's a shame. Quest updated. Mirror image. Go with Meryl to Sundermount and talk to the Keeper. Okay. That is unfortunate. We are going shooting up this, aren't we? I know if you become her friend, then she will go through with cleansing the mirror. Or fixing the mirror. She goes through with her plans to do something to the mirror anyway. And if you're... I think if you're the rival, then she doesn't. I can't... I would have to look it up. I'd have to look it up. But we are too far into friend right now, unfortunately. You know, there's not a lot of points where we can actually take exception with her blood magic. Not really. We seem to be becoming friends with her over everything else that she does, which is fine. And that's how you would make friends with a blood mage, by not talking about the blood magic. Or at least not having opinions about the blood magic when they were when they could be contentious, which is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Well, never mind. Never mind. Let's just ignore this, Meryl. Let's ignore it. And yeah, that is tiny, isn't it? That is definitely nothing like the mirror that was in Origins. But sure. She doesn't have anything new in her house. No? No, she doesn't. Okay. Well then. We could gather our party right now. What do we need? What do we need? We still need to talk to Varric in Hanged Man. And Anders. You know, we can do this now. We can do this now. We can go to the Hanged Man and speak with Varric and Isabella during the day. We might as well. And then we'll come back here for evening. Sure. Let's pop on over. Yeah, okay, so we've got Isabella over there and Varric right here. Let's grab Isabella while we're here. We are just delivering a bottle.
I have something for you.
Ooh, what's this? Oh, isn't that just the cutest thing?
Okay. Oh, no. It reminded me of you. Sure, why not?
I saw it and thought it would be perfect for you.
It is. This is probably the only ship I'm going to have for a while. How pathetic is that? Cooing over a model ship. Thank you, Hawke. This was a thoughtful gesture.
I suppose someone who has been captain of a real physical ship might feel that way, but you know, there's no shame in looking at something that's been beautifully crafted and thinking, wow, that's been beautifully crafted. You know. Isabella accepted the model ship. Of course she did, because she has an eye for quality. I think, is that all we needed to do? Yeah, we didn't need to speak to Isabella, we just needed to give her the ship. Okay, well let's talk to Varric then.
Hawke, I've got some news. You might not want to be near anything breakable when I tell you, though.
Okay. Let's get some drinks. No, you can tell me anything. Go for it, Varric. Just tell me.
Varric, whatever you have to tell me, it'll be fine.
I know. I've had an ear out for Bartrand. After the Deep Roads, he ran to Ravain, probably because he knew I couldn't track him. But I hear he might be back in Kirkwall. He called in loans from a few of his contacts in Hightown.
Okay, he's called in loans. Well. Are you sure it's him?
Would Bartrand really risk coming back here?
I think we both know by now that Bartrand would risk anything for money.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a much better market here for that trinket he stole. And all his contacts are in Kirkwall.
Yeah. Which makes his flight from Kirkwall all the more strange, really. Especially if he didn't think that we would be leaving the Deep Roads ever. So he must have been tipped off. Someone must have told him that we'd reached the city. But it seemed like during that cinematic, Varric already knew that Bertrand had left. He'd picked up and left. I don't know. But I assume he must have come back with the caravan. We were the only ones who came back late. But all of his contacts were here, and this was the best place to sell it, so why did he run? How do you feel about this? Sure, let's go for that one.
How are you holding up, Varric?
Me? My no-account backstabbing brother is practically in arm's reach. I couldn't be better.
True, okay. So, do you know where he is?
Was he staying in Hightown, or just passing through?
If my information is good, and it's always good, he has a house there. Which gives us a good shot at having a word with my dear sweet brother.
Absolutely, okay. Let's go get him.
We need some answers from your brother.
I agree. Bianca's been missing him something awful. Let's stop by his new house. Welcome him back to the neighborhood and all that.
Absolutely. Family matter. Varric friendship plus 20. Wow. Okay. So yeah, we've spoken to him, and now we have the new quest, Family Matter. Help Varric investigate Bertrand's Hightown mansion. Oh, he didn't just have a house here, he has a Hightown mansion here. Oh. You know what we had to go through in order to get a mansion? You know what we had to go through? Bertrand, though, he can just get one. Okay. Okay. Oh yes, we're almost to the top of the friend pile with Varric. That's awesome. Oh, you know what? I think everybody is in friend at least a little bit, even with Fenris. Damn, that's not bad. That is not bad, guys. Okay.
Those Kunari are still waiting for a ship. Can you believe it? What's it been now? 4 years?
At least.
They're either lying about wanting to leave, or they have very, very slow boats.
Yeah, 4 years. 4 years. So it's no wonder that the Arashok is reaching the end of his patience, really. He's been here for 4 years. But, yeah, I think I will leave it here. And I guess the amount of things that we have to do just keeps going on up, doesn't it? So, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. I upload 5 videos a week, so hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.